and 7, no, Romans 11 and 4. No, Romans 11 and 1, because we gone through a few topics. All right, so it'll be good to read from 1, because it's going to kind of tie off and close off some of the ideas that we've got. So because I'm getting to the end of the sermon now. All right, in the next kind of half hour or so, we're going to be getting to the end. So it's nice to tie off some of these ideas before the sermon is finished. So it says, I say then, has the Most High cast away his people? The Most High forbid. And we read about that within the book of Hosea. So these scriptures, I'm not the brightest person, but you should be able to see that these scriptures all link up, man. They all tie in a particular way. Okay, so it says that the Most High cast away his people, God forbid. Because guess what? Going back onto the book of Hosea, he said that in the place where he said unto you, the people of the living power, right, there shall be said unto you, you are the children of the Most High. And this is what we're saying right now. This is what the camp sign is all about. Okay, this is what the videos is all about. This is what we're pushing for, man. Okay, we're pushing for our people, man. Okay, for the children of Israel. Okay, for the enlightenment, the understanding of this, all of that, man. The sweetness of the scriptures, man. Which is what to be saved out of this place. Okay, and to be established as a nation, because there's no council where you can go to and be, it's the Israelite council. Okay, let's discuss, what's going on in our community. That doesn't happen within the world, man. When you go to the G20 or the G8 meeting, okay, or the UN meeting, they're not discussing the betterment of the children of Israel. They're discussing the demise of the children of Israel. That goes into the book of Ezekiel, the Psalms, the 83rd chapter, where the Bible speaks about how they have taken crafty counsel against the anointed of Yahweh Shimei Shai, and they said, let us cut them off from being a nation. This is what we're dealing with when we're dealing with these scriptures, man. Okay, this is what we're dealing with when we're dealing with the realms that we're living in right now. We're not dealing with the realms, okay, of a lifestyle where the nations and the governing bodies that you have out here are looking for you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans to be enlightened, okay, to understand who you are as a nation and so forth and so on. They ain't looking to do that. Furthermore, they're looking to destroy you from being a nation, man. Okay, so continuing here, in the book of Romans, the 9th chapter, the Romans 11 and 1, it says, I say then, has the Most High cast away his people, the Most High forbid. Okay, for I am also an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. This was Paul speaking here. It says, the Most High has not cast away his people, who he foreknew. Were ye not what the scripture saith of Elias? Now he maketh intercession for the Most High, saying, the Lord killeth thy prophets. The Lord, they have killed thy prophets. They dig down thine altars. I am left alone. They seek my life. So, like, you could be in a particular situation. All the people you have out there, the camps you have out there, you might think people are not watching, or people ain't getting into the word, or whatever. But the reality of the situation is people are getting into the world, man. Okay? Because let's just be honest about it. The NBA ain't what it used to be. Okay, the Football Association, FIFA, ain't what it used to be. Okay, there is a emptiness, okay, that's out here now. Okay, people understand that there's a decline, there's a declining in the distractions. The distractions ain't good enough anymore. Okay, there's something missing, okay, from their lives, especially you Israelites. You definitely know that there's something missing. So therefore, you get on the YouTube, you go try to find that feeling, man. Okay, you might watch some twerk videos. That might do it for one day. Next day, it won't do it. Okay, you need to go somewhere else. You need to watch something else. You might go out there to the movies. That might do it one day. But the next time you go to the movies, you might not get the same feeling. And ultimately, what happens is you get that feeling of satisfaction when you start hearing about your nation, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's how we know that there's people out there that are watching these videos. They might not be out there, but guess what? We understand there's a great need for this truth to be out there within the earth, because answers need to be answered about why this situation we're in right now is being played out. Okay, the socio-economic impoverishment of the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. You can watch a movie all you like. You can go out there to the cinemas. Okay, you go out there to the bars, to the champagne lounge, all you like. But it ain't gonna make you forget about the social impoverishment of the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. And the only book that tells you about that is this book right here. Okay, so we know that the people out there that are gonna be asking the questions. Okay, and therefore, by deduction, the elect's gonna be already out there, already sealed, because they would have punched in the particular questions out there into the Google and asked about why the situation is how it is, man. And ultimately, you're going to come to the answers, man, if the Spirit be dealing with you. Okay, so continuing here, it says, third verse, it says, Lord, they have killed thy prophets, and they dig down thy altars. I am left alone, and they seek my life. Fourth verse, but what saith Yahweh unto him? I reserve unto myself 7,000 men, a complete number of men, all right, which have not bowed down the knee unto Baal, unto the image of the Baal, of which the modern day image of the Baal is the image of the beast. Okay, a Western image, okay, the way the Western world tells you how to beat, man, and they empower that image, okay, via their military. All right, so if you don't follow what's known as the so-called Western way of life, that's why they go out there into the Arab world and say the people out there are oppressed. Okay, the women are oppressed out there, the children are oppressed out there. Okay, their whole family structure is jacked up. When you come over here to the West, you see that the children that are growing up here, they're on a low level. Okay, the family structure is non-existent. Okay, the nationality, what you know as the patriotism, okay, is non-existent. Okay, but when you go out there into the so-called Eastern world, that's all still there, man. Okay, so what does that go to show you? That goes to show you that this Western way of living is a destructive form of lifestyle. There is no culture when you're Westernized, but see, that's what they're going to force you to do. They're going to force you to give up your customs, especially if your customs in these scriptures, okay, in place for what? In place for the image of the beast, man. Okay, which that image, okay, is the way of living, man. Going back onto Baal, going back onto the Greco-Roman, the Hellenism, it's that way of living, man. That's why they put these particular laws in place, okay, where it's going to be made to where being like they say, like the great saying goes, okay, in a time of lies, okay, truth is a revolutionary act, but it's also seen, as far as the status quo is concerned, that's seen as what? That's seen as a rebellious act. Okay, in a time when you go to where liars are in rulership, telling the truth is what? Is an act of rebellion, man. Okay, so you don't conform to the image of the beast. Guess what? That's gonna be an act of rebellion. So when this chip comes out, you better be damn sure that what? That when you don't take that chip, that's gonna be seen as an act of rebellion, man. Okay, so continuing here within the book of Romans, the 9th chapter, and this is the book of Romans 9 and 4. You okay there? Okay, cool. Right, so it says Romans 9 and 4, it says, but what said, so Romans 9 and 5 it says, even so, then at this present time also, there is a remnant according to election, okay, the election of grace, okay, so the Most High set up, okay, people from the foundation of the earth that wasn't going to conform to what? To the image of the beast, man. I keep on saying this, man, okay, that was known as the elect, okay, and that's the different men that you have out here that have listened and heard this truth, and they haven't rebelled against this truth, but rather more they've got into the vibration of the word of the Lord, man. Okay, because you know when you get, you know, hey, it's a beautiful thing to get into. Okay, so continuing, it says here, 6th verse, if it be by grace, it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. And if it be of works, it is no more grace. Otherwise, the work is no more work. What then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the elections have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay, I think that's all I want from there. So going back onto the book of Amos 9 and 9, so it says, for lo, I will command and I'll sift the house of Israel from among all nations. This is dealing with the elect. So the Most High was going to sift out that elect, okay, from among all nations. All right, Amos 9 and 9. Like corn is sifted in the sieve, there shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil day shall not overtake us nor prevent us. Alright, and in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. This is the bit I was tying in with the other scripture, because you're gonna have it to where the kingdom, the house of David is gonna be set up. See how much time I got on the count. Okay, so you're gonna have a situation where, okay, the throne of David is gonna be set up, man. Okay, it's gonna be reset up just like how it was back in the days of old. You're gonna have it be set up now again. Okay, but it's gonna be set up forever this time. Okay, so it says that and in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and I'll close up the breaches thereof, and I'll raise him up, and I'll raise his ruins, all right, and I'll build it as it was in the days of old, that they shall possess, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and all the heathen that are round about. So, I mean, that's what the Lord's gonna do. So I mean, pretty much you should be getting you should have got a good idea, okay, of was happening there. So I think I hit all of the points, okay, on that. Let's go back to the book of Jeremiah, the 28th chapter, and let's see if we can close that out, and then I'll go into a different topic. So Jeremiah 28:8, which is the first scripture that I started off with. Okay, Jeremiah 28:8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee have all prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of evils and of pestilence. All right, the prophets which prophesy of peace. Okay, when the word of the prophet cometh to pass, then shall thou be known that the Lord hath truly sent him. So just, you got people out here telling you that you're gonna have good times coming up, man. And that's the reality of the situation, is that that's not the case. Okay, you've got terrible times coming. Okay, it's gonna be the time of great travail and tribulation that's gonna be coming upon the whole earth. Let me get a quick precept, and then I'm gonna switch gears into something else. Last precept on that topic. Hopefully I hit all the points. Any questions, leave on the comment board. Jeremiah 30:7 says, alas, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right, and this is where the Lord comes in, and he's not going to deliver us by, just like how he didn't deliver the kingdom of Judah in that time. Okay, he's not going to deliver us neither by no bow, no war or anything that we're going to set up. But it does say that the Lord was going to make us the new threshing instrument. Okay, so but the Lord is going to be the deliverer. All right, that's spoken about within the book of Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 63. Okay, Isaiah 63:1, it says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah, that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength? All right, that's dealing with who? That's dealing with the Lord. Okay, so when the Lord was on the scene, pretty much his thing was okay, what am I talking about? All right, let me explain that properly again. Okay, so the Lord's gonna be our deliverer, and this is a future prophecy of how the Lord's gonna return. It says, who is this that cometh from Edom? Who is Edom? The red Hebrew Edomites are the ones that are in power right now, of whom control and govern what happens within the earth. Okay, that's what you know, the so-called white people. But not every white person is the Edomite, and not every Edomite is a white person. Okay, from Bozrah, so that's what? That's America. That's wherever Esau be at. But Bozrah was what? One of the capital cities of Edom. Traveling in the greatness of his strength. Talking about the chariots. Okay, the Lord's gonna come within the fathership. Okay, and he's gonna have the ivory chariots also with him. Okay, traveling in the strength, greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. It says, wherefore I thine red and thine apparel and thy garments like him that treadeth the winepress. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people that was none with me. And I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I'll stain all my raiment. So that's how the Lord's going to do, man. He's going to avenge his people, and he's going to destroy the nation of Edom. Get a couple more precepts before, like I said before, I switch gears. Zechariah 14:12, it says, and this shall be the plague wherewith all the people that fought against Jerusalem, their flesh shall consume away whilst they stand upon their feet, and the eyes shall consume away in their host. So all of these things are going to happen because what? Because they came up against the children of Israel. Okay, one more precept, Zechariah 2:8. It says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nation which has spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of my eye. So we're the principal focus, okay, of the Lord, and anybody that was going to touch the children of Israel, they was going to pay a heavy burden. And all the nations of the earth have done so, but the one that's done the most is Esau. Okay, he's the one that's done the most, so he's going to get the greatest judgment. Matter of fact, when you go into the scriptures, you find out that what? You find out that Esau, okay, was going to be wiped off the face of the earth. Okay, so now let's switch gears. All right, I wanted to quickly go into this topic. All right, because you had this dude was it Alex Jones, all right, and you also had Farrakhan, okay, and they had their pages taken down, okay, on Facebook and Instagram or whatever. And I wanted to go into that topic real quick because these are the steps towards what? Towards censoring the truth, okay? Because they're going to, you know, particular topics. They're going in on the elite banking families or whatever. Okay, they touch on particular things that are seen as controversial, okay, or conspiracy, if you will. Okay, that's what they go into. So I read the article and then I just hit a few precepts dealing with what to expect when this truth becomes an open rebellion against the lies that Esau pushes out there. Because Esau deals with deception, man. Okay, the scripture talks within the book of Revelations when the Messiah was going to bind Esau, okay, that he should deceive the nations no more. So Esau is heavy into that deception. Okay, so it says Facebook, Instagram ban InfoWars, Milo, and Farrakhan as dangerous. Okay, so if that's seen as dangerous, man, that's like water to us, man. Okay, where that overproof rum, man. Okay, we go in when it comes to this world, we go in, man. Okay, we go in. Okay, we expose all the different facets of this world. They'll do a false flag. Okay, within an hour, brothers have done breakdown videos, man. Okay, oh look, there was a shadow of a person over there that really set the trigger off. All that, man. So we go in. So these guys are light work in comparison to the men of the Lord, and they being shut down. So you better believe pretty soon that the Messiah ain't gonna have the men of the Lord out here anymore. But that's why we believe that the elect is either already sealed, or they're already really where the precipice of all the elect being sealed. Okay, so it says citing policies against dangerous individuals and organizations. Instagram, Facebook ban InfoWars, Alex Jones, Milo, Yiannopoulos, okay, Louis Farrakhan, among others. Any mention of them will result in bans. Okay, and what was happening on those particular accounts? Okay, they was so-called exposing the elite banking families. Okay, they was so-called exposing the so-called Jews out there that be running the world. Okay, into really just running the world into utter chaos, man. Which they're gonna try and have that World War III thing pop off so that they can start their so-called New World Order. Okay, but like I said, this is light work, man. These guys that are gonna shut down, they're light work, man. Okay, but so they're gonna have this truth. Okay, pretty soon. And you've seen it throughout the course of the year. They've had particular things where they've referred to the Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay, they call us the black Hebrew Israelites, but we're just the Hebrew Israelites because there's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. Okay, that's like saying I don't know, man. That's null and void. There's no such thing. Okay, it says any account that shares InfoWars content will be removed and face permanent ban for multiple violations. All right, and remember, all of their so-called information that goes up on InfoWars is just what? So-called exposing this world, man. Okay, it was what? I mean, look at the title. It's called what? Information war. Okay, so you have a war, okay, based off of what? Off of information and disinformation. That's a war of what? War based on truth and lies. Okay, so like I said, the guys that got banned, they're what? They're light work. What about when it comes to the 100% unfiltered truth that's coming out here for Great Millstone? But that goes into what the scriptures is going to be talking about when I go into the book of Mark, the 13th chapter, when I'm closing out this session. So it says there, any account that says the InfoWars content will be removed and face a permanent ban for multiple violations. All right, Facebook and Instagram will also remove any of the InfoWars videos, audio and articles, groups, events. All right, and any and what has been banned as being extremist. Okay, right? No, I'm not saying you're gonna go out there now and watch all of that. Okay, what I'm saying is this is the steps towards what? Okay, the famine of the word. So I'm gonna get that scripture right quick, and I'm gonna go into the book of Mark, the 13th chapter. Right, because you're gonna have a famine of the word, man. Okay, you're gonna have a situation where people are gonna be looking for the men of the Lord, and they ain't gonna be out there anymore, man. Whoops. Come on. Okay, you're gonna be out there looking for the man of the Lord. Okay, let me try to find the particular precept. So bear with me, I'm just trying to find this particular precept. Hopefully I could find it, because it's the perfect precept for this. Okay, here we go. Amos 8:11, it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, okay, Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the word of the Lord." Okay, because now you're gonna have a situation where the truth is gonna be what? Deemed as an extremist thing. Okay, remember, this is a world of lies. So like I said earlier, there comes a point when truth, okay, becomes speaking the truth becomes a revolutionary act, man. Okay, it becomes a revolutionary thing, and they're gonna remove that truth from the world. Okay, I'm gonna read that precept again. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord,